Okay, I'd like to thank the grace of heaven, virtues of masters, the mercy of our grand predecessors, all transmitters, and every one of you for giving me the opportunity to learn to speak in today's class on respecting seniors and guiding juniors. So let's first start with what kind of a person is qualified to be a senior? So one is considered to be qualified as a senior is to have enough virtues and high wisdom. This way they can speak and act accordingly to set a good example for others to follow. And only by being this kind of a senior can one qualify to be considered a senior. So if one lacks the virtue, wisdom, and blindly lead all the people, then how are they supposed to guide them back to heaven? Okay. A junior are all of us, okay, who are still studying and cultivating and propagating the Tao. So we are all considered as juniors. We still need to borrow the forms of the saints, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, and the true principles in order to turn our delusion into enlightenment. The meaning of respecting seniors and guiding juniors. Our holy teacher Ji Gong Buddha said, to truly respect the seniors and motivate the juniors is to have us follow in the footsteps of the saints and sages. Respect those who uphold the Tao, learn from them, and to also be humble and soft-mannered, and let every sentient being who has affinity with us to be able to receive encouragement and support, to truly rise above the mundane realm and enter the divine state and leap out of reincarnation. Our attitudes. In terms of our attitude, we should respect our seniors and follow in their footsteps. We love our juniors and use our influence on them with virtuous people and remain in our proper sphere. By doing so, we will be able to lead our juniors to the true way and benefited by the teaching of the truth. However, if a senior member decides to deviate from the golden thread, okay, and it asks us to go with them, do we follow that senior? Everyone? No, we don't. We follow the Tao principles and not the people, even if we are very good friends and very close to that person. Okay, so at that time, we must use our wisdom. We must use our Buddha nature to guide us. In the past, there were many people who were tested that way and failed. Because in the past, all the half of the members in here were different. Okay, so in other words, in the past, half of the people in the temple had left. Okay, because they follow the senior and not the Buddha nature. Okay, so we must keep in mind, we must stay with the golden thread, no matter who asks us to leave, no matter who asks us. Even if a transmitter asks us, we do not deviate from the golden thread. Or even a relative. Okay, or even our mothers and our fathers, okay, or our siblings. We do not follow them. We stay with the golden thread, because this is the direct link to God. If once we deviate from the link, we don't know where we're going to end up. Okay? So we must make sure in order to go back to God, we must stay with the golden thread. Holy mission. In terms of our holy mission, we should continue our seniors' good deeds and teachings, guide and enlighten our juniors with truth. Zhang Zai was a Confucian scholar during the Chinese Song dynasty. He called for people to expound the true intentions of heaven and earth, fulfill all mankind's holy mission, Continue the true teachings preached by the saints and sages. Secure peace and harmony for thousands of generations. Okay, this is also our mission, and we should all try and fulfill this goal. Okay, we should follow the ways of the saints and sages, because we all took a vow in heaven before we all came down into this earthly realm. And we promise God that when we come back to this earthly realm, we will, okay, save all sentient beings. So that's what we should focus on. To repay the grace of God and the virtue of our holy teachers, we should willingly serve all humankind, functioning just like a bridge connecting the seniors and the juniors. We are all one big family here, right? We're all a big family of brothers and sisters in the Tao Society. So our mission is to save all sentient beings, to serve mankind without any bias nor discriminations, okay? To respect the seniors and to guide the juniors. By following the ways of the saints and Buddhas and their teachings, we are repaying the grace of heaven and the virtues of our holy teachers. Ethics. In terms of ethics, we faithfully make known to our juniors what our seniors intend to say, and we should report to our seniors the feelings and wishes of the masses without lies or deviance from the truth. We are not supposed to complain or misunderstand. Of the 5 bonds of human relationship, there are 4 virtues that can be applied as principles in our Tao societies, namely respect for our seniors, integrity between the superior and the subordinate, okay? The love between parents and children, and the trustworthiness among friends. What can we do to show respect for our seniors and continue their good deeds and teachings? We should often be grateful for and affected by the grace of God and the virtues of our holy teachers, because by receiving Tao, we are able to transcend from the cycle of birth and death and breaking the cycle of reincarnation. Our seniors have sacrificed so much for us. Like our grand predecessor and our predecessors, they had to abandon their family, abandon their business and all their possessions, okay, for the main purpose of propagation of Tao from mainland China to Taiwan and now all over the world. So we must be grateful that they have paved the road for us, okay, to walk on. So that is why we should prioritize our holy affairs over the mundane ones. We must follow their examples, okay, by making financial donations, by sharing the truth or the Dharma, and constantly examining ourselves through introspection. We have to change our bad habits and refine our temperaments. We should be considerate and understanding, take good care of our seniors, and learn from them. Our seniors, such as our transmitters, work extremely hard in the propagation of Tao, especially to other areas. As we all know, staying in other people's homes or even in hotels in our travels are extremely difficult. Okay, so when the transmitters are traveling to other areas in the propagation of Tao, and we travel with them, we must make sure that they are getting enough rest, okay, that they are eating well, because if we live in other people's homes or we live in hotels, vegan foods are hard to come by, okay? So we make the best of the situation. So we're not going to have a stove to cook in the hotels. And sometimes Even when we go to restaurants, it's very difficult to find vegan foods without onion and garlic and chives and all that 500 vegetables that we are not supposed to have. So what do? We make the best of the situation. We go to the supermarket. We buy things that we don't need to cook on the stove, like a salad, avocados, fruits, bread, and make the best of what we have. And that's what we do when we travel. So when we travel with the transmitter, we must make sure we take good care of them because they have heaven's mandate. All right? We must make sure they get, enough nutrition in their diet, sleep well, and rest well. And that is how our job is when we travel with them. Okay. We should share our seniors' duties as we have a large number of DAO members. It is difficult for them to take good care of each other and every one of them. So we should share our seniors' efforts. We often say there is only one God. So she sends to everyone a mother to take care of her children. Okay. It is our responsibility to take care of the juniors, not only the seniors' responsibilities. So we should share all these duties. Do what we can to help in DAO duties, not just to delegate and say, this is not my business. All DAO affairs is everyone's business. Therefore, whatever we can do to help, we just do it and don't overthink that it's not my business. Okay? Everything is our business. Think like that. Make holy vows and strive to fulfill them. Our seniors would be most pleased to see us making vows and working hard to fulfill them. They are even happier to see us having a good time practicing the Tao. Therefore, we should realize their love and devotion, helping them with the great cause of propagating the Tao. Our senior transmitter, Jin, is a very good example of a senior that loves to see us making vows, bringing lots of people to receive Tao, and to go out and propagate the Tao in other areas. He's not happy if we give him gifts or we give him good food to eat, okay? However, if we bring people to receive the Tao, we uplift our parents, we set up home temples, and also propagate the Tao in other areas, he will be so, so happy, okay? He will have that endless smile on his face, see? So that is why, because right now time is of the essence. We never know when this heaven's mandate will end. So we must devote ourselves to the Tao and to fulfill our vows. All these are good deeds that will help us to reach enlightenment. What attitude should we have toward our seniors? As the Chinese proverb says, when drinking water, think of its source. It reminds us to remember where our happiness comes from and be grateful for it. Our Sizhen and Simu, who is our 18th patriarch and our 18th matriarch, who vowed to accomplish the great cause of bringing salvation to the whole world. They patiently teach us and lead us to the true way. They had endured so much when they were in this world, all for the propagation of Tao. Without their hard work and tolerance, we would not be able to have received this great Tao today. So what can we do? What we can do actually to cherish this wonderful blessing and always be thankful. Okay, we do our best to help and we cultivate our inner virtues and perform our external merits. And in the meanwhile, this way we can achieve self-realization. In which way should we speak to our seniors? We should listen to our seniors and transmit their merciful teachings. Always give praise and look on the bright side. faithfully report to them the progress of Tao propagation, and actively and responsibly complete the jobs assigned to us. Besides, we should be good role models and loyal to our seniors. Give them sincere advice. Lies or flatteries do not make any sense. When encountering difficulties, we should try our best to solve them before reporting to our seniors. This way we can lessen their stress. Don't just automatically bring all the problems to the seniors. Okay? We use our Buddha nature to guide us and try to solve the problem first before approaching and informing them. We all have this wonderful Buddha nature, and yet we don't put it to good use. Okay? So always try to solve the problem ourselves and then report to them. Okay? In which way should we act towards our seniors? We should behave ourselves in a solemn and calm manner. Respect seniority. Assume a proper role in life. Never strive for unjust fame or wealth. Be harmonious with our seniors, reflecting on our errors when with them. Be humble and modest, especially when our seniors point our faults. So we do not get into any arguments nor conflicts, okay, with our seniors, even when they are in the wrong and we are in the right, okay? Just tolerate it and walk away calmly. This is also setting a good example for other people to follow, okay, by manifesting our virtues. So people can see that we don't have to speak up, okay? We should be active and cooperate in working on holy affairs and not cling too strongly to our own opinions. As for the jobs assigned to us by our seniors, if they are reasonable, they should be followed completely. If not, we should gently and humbly tender our suggestions, striking a balance in order to achieve a perfect result. So in other words, if our senior assigns us an assignment, if we cannot fulfill it, we gently explain to them, okay? And not in an argumentative way or a conflict way, but gently so that they will understand and maybe assign to somebody else, okay? However, if we accept the assignment, we must make sure that it is completed. We do not accept it and promise that we will do and never gets done. Okay, so that is escaping from our own responsibility. Okay, now juniors, what can we do to take care of our juniors and lead them to the true way? We should set a good example with our own conduct. We teach by our own personal example. Juniors in the temple are always observing the seniors in their behavior, in their actions, and in their conduct and their speech. Therefore, seniors must always be at their best, practice what they preach, and never deviate from the Tao for a single moment. Otherwise, the juniors may think that if the seniors don't do what they are supposed to do, okay, then what is the purpose of me coming to the temple to learn? All right, so because it's the seniors that are giving the lectures, if they don't practice what they preach, and the juniors can observe that and say, I wonder, what is the purpose of me coming to listen to these lectures when they don't even do what they're supposed to? Okay, so they will get very disappointed and they will not come back. So then we are all in the wrong. Okay. We should be kind and readily extend our helping hand. Be alert and watch every detail of our juniors, showing concern for their family, studies, life, and work. Juniors in the temple are just like children in our home. They all need guidance and help. Therefore, we should always watch over them. Everyone has problems in life. So we show them our kindness and love by being concerned about them. If they are having family problems or even problems in the workplace, we can give them good positive advice, or even just to lend an ear to listen to their problems so as to ease their worries and stress. We should encourage our juniors to develop an upright character. Give advice at the right time. Make sure our juniors can understand and truthfully cultivate the Tao. As with all new people in the temple, everyone feels lost and confused in the beginning. We all did when we first came. We didn't know anybody. Everybody is a stranger to us, okay? So we feel, left out. So we must make sure that we guide the juniors by giving them attention, okay? If they're standing there, walk up to them. Put a big smile on our face, okay? And start talking to them, right? And make them feel comfortable and direct them and guide them to what they're supposed to do, okay? We can even teach them how to start earning merits. These are all our responsibility, okay? We were all new ones. We put ourselves in their shoe. How would we feel if we are in their shoes? So at lunchtime, we go and sit next to them. So talk with them. We can guide them. We can talk about, how we first came, so they will feel more comfortable in this home. Okay? This is like their second home. What attitude should we have toward our juniors? For our juniors, we should be loving, sincere, persistent, and understanding. Bear hardships without complaining, and fulfill our duties faithfully. We should help and encourage our juniors constantly. We should not bear a discriminatory heart, but willingly give up our own interests for their sake. Our attitude should be soft, calm, and kind to them at all times. Just like a parent teaching a child, right? If we are strict and hard with them, they will never come back. So we have to have a lot of patience and speak to them in a soft tone, okay? Show our kindness and always constantly encourage them. In which way should we speak to our juniors? As for speaking, we should faithfully transmit the teachings of our seniors to our juniors and show our heartfelt concern for them and follow and emulate those better than us. Praise them in public while giving our personal comments and suggestions in private. Verbally, we should be soft and tender. Reduce arguments to the minimum. Okay, we cannot use harshness or strictness with juniors. No one will accept that. No one wants to come to a place where they will be lectured on. Okay, so we must show our virtues at this time. As a practitioner of Tao, we must manifest our virtues when dealing with other people. In which way should we act toward our juniors? We should be dignified and cautious as if treading on thin ice, especially when we are alone. Our words must correspond with our behavior. Be a role model and assume all the responsibilities. Do not impose any unnecessary pressure on our juniors so that they can voluntarily practice and propagate the Tao. So in other words, do not, as soon as the first day they come, do not start telling them what they can do, mop the floor, clean the windows. Okay, these are all unnecessary for first time coming to the temple. All right, you're giving stress to the people. They're gonna say, because at this time they don't understand why do I have to perform these duties? They don't understand anything about marriage. So we do not assign them any jobs. Let them observe. In time, when they are ready, they will be willing to do it, but not to be pushed by us, okay? Because they will say, I don't even like to clean in my own house. Why would I clean in the temple? Okay. So a lot of times people just don't come anymore. So let them come based on what they want to do, not for us to push them to do, right? Encourage them. That we can first teach them what earning merits mean, okay? Because they don't understand this, okay? Like Asim, when he first came, right? I see him sitting here all the time. I don't tell him, Asim, you do this, you do that, you do that. I waited until several months, more like half a year or a year later. Then I start to teach him. Asim, when you come in the morning, what you can do is set up the tables and the chairs and make the coffee. And he did more than that, okay? He did more than that. He cleaned and sanitized all the tables and the chairs, okay? He mopped the floor because today is snowy. There is footprints everywhere, okay? That's what he did, okay? Because when he first came, I didn't want to scare him and tell him to do this and to do that. I let him feel relaxed, to feel happy. And then when he learned more in class about earning merit, that's when he's willing to do. Okay, so we're very grateful for Asim for setting up all these tables for us every morning. Thank you, Asim. So he's a good role model to follow. Okay? So also, okay, so where are we up to? Number 6, right? In which way should we act towards our juniors?
Second paragraph.
Oh, second paragraph. Okay. For our juniors, we should not criticize them, but show great concern for them. We should rather send charcoal in snowy weather, giving timely help, than add flowers to the bouquet, adding grace to what is already beautiful. Okay, so use our own Buddha nature to do this, like on a snowy weather, give them some charcoal, okay? So help people that need help, okay? Give encouragement for those that need encouragement, okay? Give guidance for those that need guidance. Everybody needs all this. We ourselves that's been in the temple for decades also need encouragement. Not only the juniors, we need encouragements too. We get on days that we are down, we don't want to come to the temple either, right? So I said this morning, if I don't have a class today, I wouldn't come today either because it's so cold out. It's like 5 degrees out, right? But yeah, 0 with the wind chill, right? So it's been so cold lately. I don't want to come either.
Straight days, you know that we are below freezing.
Yeah, like for 2 weeks already. Yeah, finally this coming week will be a little warmer.
This is a record, you know that this is a record for New York area.
Exactly. So we ourselves need encouragement. So if we see somebody that doesn't come to the temple missing week, give them a phone call. Okay? Whether they are a senior or a junior, it don't matter. Anybody. We're all brothers and sisters. See what the problem is. Maybe they are depressed. Maybe they are down. Okay? Talk to them. Okay? To show that we have compassion, that we have love and kindness for them. Okay? We all need it. Okay? Very simple. Number 7, when dealing with holy affairs, we should pool the wisdom and efforts of everyone. Work with collective wisdom and concentrated effort. Make sure everyone contributes his or her unique abilities to the whole task, and that no one is prejudiced with selfishness. Give compliments openly and offer criticisms in private. So that means that when we give criticisms, Okay, we do it very discreetly, never in the open because we're embarrassing the person. So we praise them and give compliments in the open, but criticism must be done on a personal basis. Okay, no one wants to be made a fool of, including ourselves. We don't want to be made a fool. We don't want to make a fool of anybody, embarrass them. So we have to be accommodating and be flexible. We have to have an open mind in everything. Narrow-mindedness will only cause conflict and arguments. Okay, things to be done clearly and righteously. So be willing to sacrifice our own benefits for the harmony and success of the overall situation. Okay. What should we do in our peer group? We should cherish the affinity that we can stay together in this life. When getting along with our peers, we can learn from each other by exchanging views, improve ourselves through discussions. This fraternal love and the sense of togetherness are very beneficial in our cultivation and practice of Tao. For us to be able to cultivate together in this lifetime means we have a very good affinity from our past life. Okay, so therefore we must cherish this great opportunity to be able to be one big family in this Tao temple. Okay, so everybody in here has a very good affinity with us. Okay, there should be no discrimination or bias among anybody, no matter what sex, no matter what culture, and no matter what color of the skin we are. Okay, we are all equal. So in our daily life, on the other hand, we should show concern and understanding for each other. We share both sorrow and joy. Even if we have a disagreement, it gives us an opportunity to learn to make allowances for each other. Therefore, how precious it is to find a bosom friend who really understands us, and even more precious it is to find a friend in our Tao society. Okay, who can help and support us through the journey of cultivation. Therefore, we need to cherish this and be grateful. Now, do we have time or we're down to conclusion? What time? Oh, we still have time? Anybody have any questions? Anybody want to share anything? Everybody has their own experience with seniors and juniors. Right? Everybody, each one of us. Okay, we can share an experience and we can share our own knowledge. I had a friend that came into this temple, a few years ago. And she knows a lot of people. And when I first brought her in, she's so motivated. She keep every week she will bring new people to receive the Tao. And Transmitter Jin loves her because she keeps bringing new people to receive the Tao. After a while, she doesn't come anymore. So every time I schedule with her, okay, she promised she'll come, she never come back. Okay. And she has the same name as me, Aiden. Remember? Except our last name is different. The same name, Aiden. Same characters, Aiden. Isn't that weird? So this must be a past affinity. So then I call her one time, finally, after 2 years of trying to get her to come back. You know what she said to me? She goes, because I used to come on Wednesdays to do the books, and I would leave because it's in the evening, it's kind of late and cold, so I'd come and do the books and I would leave. She said she used to come on Wednesdays. I guess she comes after I leave. And she never come on Sunday when I'm here. She comes on Wednesday when I'm not here, after I leave. She comes in, and it's so cold, Okay, because she doesn't know anybody. Okay, she doesn't know anybody. And nobody makes a special effort to go and talk to her. Okay, I'm not blaming anybody. Okay, it's just that we are in the temple. We should make a special effort to be cordial and kind to the person that are new to the temple. She was a so good, and she's a very vibrant, very happy-go-lucky girl. You know, when she comes in, it's a big smile, and nobody gives her a smile. Everybody is just doing what they're supposed to do, and she felt so out of place. That's why she never came back. Up to today, I still cannot get her to come back. Okay, so use that as an example for us never to do that again. Okay, so that is why it is all our responsibility to make sure people feel comfortable. This is God's home. Okay, we must make sure they are comfortable in God's home. Okay, because eventually we all have to go back home together, and we're gonna be living in heaven together, because we're all God's children, right? So we make sure, like Lecture Liu says in the Buddha Nature class, do not give up on anybody, not even one person. Do not give up on anybody. Okay, I don't understand all his lecture, but I understand that phrase. Okay, do not give up on anybody. Okay, so always the people that we bring in, always follow up. Make sure that eventually they do come back. Okay, so let me finish my conclusion first. According to the Sutra of Filial Piety, the superior should not be arrogant. Okay, the subordinate should not run riot. One should not strive for an improper position. This is an important step to peace and harmony in the whole world. Okay, so we should not be arrogant, whether it's in the temple or in our daily life. Arrogance should not even exist in our vocabulary. Okay, as a practitioner of Tao, we should not be arrogant. And also, as a junior, we should not cause chaos. Right? We should not be a troublemaker. Okay? So, if we see something or we hear something that is not to our likes, we keep it to ourselves. Okay? We do not cause a riot where everybody will turn against this matter or against this person. In other words, everybody is still human being. Everybody uses their human nature to deal with all matters. Okay, so not everything will happen the way we want it to happen, just because it's a temple. Okay, because we're all still humans, otherwise we will all be Buddhas. Things will happen, and things will continue to happen. We have to overlook it and let it go. Learn to let it go. Okay? If we always keep a grateful heart, practice benevolence and morality, and are with Tao friends who work for the same cause, then we will be full of joy and testify to the preciousness of Tao. Okay. So if we all work together as one big harmonious family for the same cause, we should be very grateful and happy at all times. Okay? Being with our seniors and juniors, we can develop and nourish our well-being, not only physically but also spiritually. We learn from each other, right? Whether it's a senior or a junior, it doesn't matter. The only difference between a senior and junior is they have more Tao experience. That's it. There's no difference. We are all equal. We do learn from each other. In other words, a junior may have better views or higher wisdom than us to deal with things. We can learn from them, from conversation. Okay, that doesn't make us better than them, right? So we are all equal. So we learn from each other spiritually. Being with seniors and juniors, we get to understand ourselves better, building faith in ourselves and braving all the difficulties in life. We can make the situation work for us, not against us. In other words, we will learn to turn blocks into stepping stones and turn crisis into opportunity. As the Chinese proverb says, we will learn not to be shaken by our hardship. Neither riches nor honors can lead us astray. Also, we will steadfastly defy all brute force. This invisible force of being with our Tao friends will sustain us throughout the journey of our Tao cultivating life. It promises ultimate success in the long run. Okay, don't let hardships scare us. It will only make us stronger. Just like hardships in life, it will make us stronger. Isn't there a song called "What Doesn't Kill Us Will Make Us Stronger"? Well, that's Kelly Clarkson. Go listen to it. It's a beautiful song. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. Okay. So in other words, we all have problems in life. We all have obstacles. Don't let anything scare us or to pull us away from the Tao. Okay. It will make us into a stronger person. When we have hardship, we should come back to the temple more. To be among juniors and seniors or cultivators, we will feel better. When we are down, we should be in the temple. So we will see what is the purpose in life rather than to focus on our problems in the mundane world. Everything is temporary. All problems will end. You know, life is like up and down. Like the graph of our heart, what do you call that, EKG machine or whatever, up and down and up and down. That's life. When we are in the ups, okay, we're happy, positive. But when we are in the down, our goal is to go back up, come back to the temple. Talk to people, learn from them. Let them encourage us. That's what we should do. Okay? Anybody want to ask something? Right? We all have down moments. I have my down moments. Laura, you just came out of your down moment. Okay? But look where you are today. All smiles. Right?
Yes.
Down moments are only temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? And the more we focus on the down, that down will stay a down. Yeah.
In the moment.
You live in the moment. Don't look
Don't be
at the
attached or
past.
abide in the past.
Yeah.
Future, or whatever.
Right. Okay. So I guess this is the end of class. I thank everyone for your attention. If I did not cover this topic well enough, I ask God for her forgiveness.